you're on the cusp of a major breakthrough, a transformation that could change the course of your life, it's natural to want to shout it from the rooftops, to share your plans with the world. After all, sharing our ambitions can feel validating, a confirmation that we're on the right path. Yet, let me share with you a pivotal realization from my journey, a moment that reshaped my understanding of success and its pursuit. There was a time in my life when I was eager to share every goal, every ambition, no matter how big or small. I believed that by sharing my plans, I was solidifying my commitment to them, seeking support and encouragement from those around me. But as time passed, I noticed a pattern and an unexpected outcome that led me to reconsider this approach. I embarked on a project, one that was ambitious and close to my heart. From its inception, I shared its progress with friends, family, and colleagues. Their interest and encouragement fueled my initial strides. Yet as the journey progressed, I found the constant updates draining, the enthusiasm waning, not just from my audience, but within myself. The excitement of sharing was overshadowing the actual work, and the satisfaction of reaching milestones felt diminished, diluted by premature celebration. Then came the turning point. I decided to embark on a new project, this time keeping the details close to my chest. The work was challenging, requiring patience, resilience, and an unwavering commitment. Without the external validation, I found a deeper, more intrinsic motivation. The silence around my endeavor allowed me to focus purely on the work, to adapt and grow without the weight of external expectations. The day finally came when the project was complete, its success beyond what I had envisioned. The reveal was met with astonishment and admiration from those around me, their surprise amplifying the sense of achievement. This experience taught me the transformative power of silence, of the strength found in privacy. This journey led me to a profound realization about success and how we pursue it. The process, the quiet toil, and unseen efforts holds the real magic. In silence, our focus sharpens, our resilience grows, and our creativity flourishes. Without the external noise, we can truly listen to our inner voice, guiding us toward our goals with clarity and purpose. Hold your cards close to your chest. Embrace the power of loving the journey through applause. The real excitement is not in sharing the process, but in showcasing the finished product, a testament to our dedication, persistence, and quiet determination. It's the work we do in the shadows that shines the most glorious light on our achievements. Aiming for the stars, dreaming dreams that stretch the fabric of our reality, we often find ourselves at a crossroads, the intersection of privacy and proclamation. In the embrace of our last conversation, we uncovered the profound strength in silence, in the silent toil towards our ambitions. Yet this path is not just about finding strength in the quietude of our efforts, but also understanding the delicate balance that silence holds against the backdrop of our psychological landscape and the societal theater we all play a part in. When we speak of dreams, of goals that sparkle in the night sky, of our ambitions, there is an inherent excitement in sharing, in voicing out our plans to the world. This urge, deeply rooted in our desire for connection and validation, can, however, become a double-edged sword. The act of sharing our goals prematurely, before they've had the chance to take root in the fertile soil of our efforts, carries with it not just the weight of our expectations, but also that of those we share them with. Consider for a moment the psychological journey one embarks upon. When a goal is set, there is an initial burst of motivation, a fire ignited by the newness of our aim. This flame is personal, intimate, and fueled by our internal reserves. When we share our goals too early, this flame becomes exposed to the winds of external opinion, to the chill of doubt or the heat of expectation that might not align with our own pace or vision. The psychology of achievement tells us that our motivation, once so vividly painted by our own brush, begins to fade into a mosaic of external colors, diluting the purity of our commitment. Moreover, this early sharing introduces a dynamic of social pressure that is as subtle as it is powerful. The eyes of our audience, those we've invited into our journey, become mirrors reflecting back at us, not just our dreams but their expectations of them. This reflection can create a distortion, a funhouse mirror in which our goals become stretched or shrunk by the perspectives of others. The desire to meet these external expectations can lead us down paths not our own, chasing after a version of success that doesn't quite fit the shape of our aspirations. The dilution of personal commitment is perhaps the most insidious drawback of sharing too early. Each time we speak our goals into existence, we receive a premature reward, a hit of dopamine for a job not yet done. This reward, while intoxicating in the moment, can trick our minds into feeling a sense of accomplishment too soon, sapping the drive needed to pursue the actual work. Our commitment, once a mighty river driving us toward our dreams, can become a trickle, spread thin across the plains of validation and expectation. In navigating this landscape, it becomes essential to weigh the moment of sharing against the readiness of our goals and our own psychological preparedness. There is a time for silence, a time to nurture our dreams in the private chambers of our hearts and minds. And there is a time for sharing, for bringing others into the fold. But this time comes when our commitment is solid, unshakable by the winds of opinion, and when our motivation is drawn from a well deep within us, unpolluted by the premature rewards of external validation. Carry with you the wisdom of time, realizing that our psychological journey toward our goals is as important as the goals themselves. Tread lightly on the land of our dreams, giving them space to connect deeply before inviting them to expand. Because in this space, in this careful balance of stillness and sharing, lies the true power to achieve our highest aspirations, unencumbered by expectations and unencumbered by the waters of premature gratification. Let this knowledge guide us as we weave the tapestry of our lives, carefully stitching toward a future of dreams and realized ambitions. Adorned with tales of triumph and tales of caution, we find a common thread among those who've etched their names in the annals of success. It is a thread woven with discretion, with the strategic silence of plans held close until the moment of fruition. Let us journey through time, tracing the footsteps of those who understood the profound power of silence, who knew that the true strength of their strategies lay in their concealment until the hour of victory was upon them. Consider the tale of an ancient strategist, a general whose name has become synonymous with military genius and tactical acumen. This figure, navigating through the complexities of warfare, devised a plan so audacious, so unexpected, that its success hinged entirely on its secrecy. By keeping the details of his strategy shielded from not only the enemy, but often his own soldiers until the last possible moment, he orchestrated victories that seemed snatched from the clutches of defeat. The element of surprise, preserved through silence, became his most trusted ally, turning the tide of battles and altering the course of history. Fast forward to a time much closer to our own, to the garages and dorm rooms where modern-day titans of industry quietly toiled away at their ventures. Here we find a young entrepreneur, her vision clear, her resolve unwavering, but her plans whispered only within the confines of her small, trusted circle. In an era where the race to innovation is relentless, where ideas are the currency of progress, she understood that to speak too soon would be to forfeit her advantage. So she worked in silence, iterating and refining until the day her venture was ready to emerge into the light. The launch was met with acclaim, her product a solution long sought but only realized through the preservation of her strategic silence. Then there's the story of a duo, partners bound by a shared dream and a mutual understanding of the journey's silent stretches. In an industry dominated by giants, they chose a path less trodden, developing their technology in the quiet hours of the night, away from the prying eyes of competitors. With each breakthrough, their excitement grew, but so did their commitment to the secrecy that had shielded their progress. When they finally unveiled their innovation, it was not just a revelation of their work, but a testament to the power of patience, of the silent dedication that brought their vision to life. These stories, spanning centuries and crossing the divide between ancient battlefields and the digital frontiers of our modern world share a common lesson. They remind us that while the sharing of our goals and dreams can bring momentary satisfaction, there is a deeper fulfillment in the quiet pursuit of our ambitions. They teach us that the most profound achievements often come not with fanfare and proclamation, but with the steady, silent dedication to a vision only fully revealed in its realization. Faced with the ever-present temptation to unveil our plans to the world, let us draw inspiration from these tales. Remember that in the tapestry of success, the threads of silence and strategy are woven tightly together, their pattern emerging not in the telling but in the doing. Let our actions speak with the clarity and impact of those who have walked this road before us. Their success is not just a record of their achievements, but a guide to our own. Armed with dreams and ambitions as our guiding stars, we often overlook the silent forces at play, shaping our journey toward our goals. It's here, in a quiet interplay of motivation and perseverance, that the essence of achieving our fullest potential lies hidden. Research in the fields of psychology and neuroscience sheds light on this path, revealing insights that challenge the conventional wisdom of sharing our goals too openly and too soon. Delving into the science of goal setting, we uncover a fascinating paradox. The very act of setting a goal ignites a spark within us, a spark that fuels our motivation to achieve. This spark, driven by the clarity of our objectives, sets in motion the wheels of action. Yet this is where the waters of our journey begin to murmur a cautionary tale. Studies have found that the moment we vocalize our goals, sharing them with the world before they've had the chance to root deeply within us, we introduce an element that can dampen the flame of our motivation. This phenomenon, illuminated by researchers, points to a subtle yet significant impact on our drive and determination. When we announce our goals prematurely, we experience a premature sense of completion, a psychological reward that tricks our minds into believing we're closer to our achievement than we truly are. This illusion of progress, gratifying though it may be in the moment, can lead to a decrease in the motivation to pursue the actual work required to achieve our goals. It's as if by speaking our intentions, we've already taken a step toward them, reducing the urgency and the burning need to act. The sharing of our goals exposes them to the external winds of opinion and expectation. This exposure, while seemingly innocuous, can place an invisible weight on our shoulders, the weight of external validation. The anticipation of recognition, of approval, becomes intertwined with our pursuit, subtly shifting our motivation from intrinsic to extrinsic. Our perseverance, the steadfast companion on our journey to success, begins to waver under this weight. Its resolve diluted by the desire for external validation rather than the fulfillment of our own aspirations. But the science offers not just caution, but guidance as well. It points to the strength found in selective sharing, in choosing wisely whom we entrust with our ambitions. It suggests a strategy of sharing with those who can offer support, guidance, and constructive feedback, those who add fuel to our motivation rather than siphoning it away. This approach harnesses the positive aspects of social support while safeguarding against the motivational drain of premature disclosure. In understanding these dynamics, we uncover a deeper wisdom in the pursuit of our goals. We learn that the journey toward achievement is as much about preserving our motivation and perseverance as it is about the actions we take. The silent, steady progress, shielded from the premature scrutiny of the world, allows us to cultivate a resilience, a resolve that is rooted deeply in our own convictions and capabilities. Take with you insights from the realms of science and psychology. Let us embrace the power of secrecy in our pursuit of success, realizing that the true measure of our progress lies not in the applause of the crowds, but in the quiet satisfaction of the steps we take when no one is watching. May this knowledge guide us not only toward achieving our goals, but toward a deeper, more enduring sense of fulfillment and purpose. Because in the end, it is the journey marked by our quiet determination and perseverance that shapes us, molds us into individuals capable of achieving our greatest aspirations. on the unfolding narrative of our pursuit towards personal and professional zenith. The path we tread is often visible to those around us. Yet, within this journey lies a profound strategy, one that is less trodden strategy of quiet progress. This approach, deeply embedded in the philosophy of growth and achievement, advocates for a focus on personal development and skill acquisition in the tranquility of our own company, complemented by the counsel of a carefully selected circle of advisors. Imagine, if you will, embarking on a journey of self-improvement where the milestones you reach are known only to you, and perhaps a select few whose opinions and guidance you trust implicitly. This journey is characterized by a deliberate and focused acquisition of new skills, a deepening of existing talents, and an introspective examination of one's potential. The beauty of this path lies not just in the silence that envelops it, but in the profound impact it has on our internal growth and the quiet confidence it instills within us. The foundation of this approach rests on the cultivation of our abilities without the immediate need for external validation. In the silence of our own determination, we find the space to experiment, to falter, and to grow without the prying eyes of the world upon us. This silent pursuit allows for a purity of focus, where the noise of external expectations does not drown out the inner voice that guides us towards our true potential. Simultaneously, the journey of quiet progress does not mean we wander alone. The construction of a trusted circle of advisors becomes paramount. These advisors, chosen with discernment, serve as the sounding boards for our ideas, the mirrors reflecting our growth, and the guides who offer wisdom when the path becomes uncertain. Yet the key lies in maintaining this circle with care, ensuring that it remains small and composed of individuals whose intentions align with our own aspirations. The art of keeping the wider circle unaware of our next move is not about deceit, but about discretion. It's about understanding that not every step we take needs to be broadcasted, that the power of our progress often lies in its quietude. This discretion allows us to move with agility, making strategic decisions without the weight of unwarranted scrutiny or the premature revelation of our plans. In focusing on our personal development in silence, we adopt a practice that is both ancient and wise. It is a reminder that the most profound changes often come not with fanfare, but in the steady, relentless pursuit of excellence when no one is watching. It reinforces the idea that the true measure of our progress is not how loudly we proclaim our intentions, but how steadfastly we pursue them in the quiet moments of determination. As we build our trusted circle of advisors, we weave a tapestry of support that is both strong and subtle. This circle becomes our anchor, offering guidance when the seas of uncertainty rise, yet flexible enough to allow us the freedom to navigate our course. It is a delicate balance maintaining the circle, for it requires honesty, integrity, and a mutual respect for the sanctity of our shared silence. As we navigate the complexities of our ambitions and dreams, embrace the strategies of quiet progress. Remember that in the silence of our actions lies the loudest statement of our intent. Forge ahead, armed with the knowledge that our quiet determination, coupled with the wisdom of our carefully chosen advisors, is a formidable force on the path to achieving our greatest aspirations. Every step quietly taken, every skill acquired in the sanctity of our resolve, and every counsel considered by our trusted circle moves us forward. It is in this forward movement marked by quiet confidence and strategic discretion that we find the true essence of success. In the intricate dance of achieving our dreams and advancing in our careers, there lies a nuanced skill that often goes unnoticed, yet its impact is profound. This skill is the art of balancing transparency and secrecy, a delicate equilibrium between sharing our journey and safeguarding our strategy. As we navigate through our endeavors, understanding what to share and what to keep to ourselves becomes a compass guiding us through the complexities of personal and professional growth. The essence of this balance is not found in the extremes, but in the wisdom of discretion. Discretion, the ability to judge what should be revealed and what should remain concealed, is akin to navigating a ship through uncharted waters. It requires an understanding of the currents beneath us, the dynamics of our relationships, and the environment in which we operate. In the realm of our personal development, discretion shapes the foundation upon which trust is built and respect is garnered. Consider for a moment the journey of a sculptor working on a masterpiece. Throughout the process, there are moments of revelation where the sculptor chooses to unveil the work in progress to a select few, inviting critique and counsel. Yet there are also elements kept hidden, aspects of the technique and the final touches that are revealed only at the moment of completion. This selective sharing enhances the impact of the unveiling, preserving the integrity of the artist's vision and the purity of the creative process. In the professional sphere, the role of discretion becomes even more pivotal. Knowing what to share, especially in the context of our next big move or strategic decision, can influence not just the outcome but the journey itself. By sharing too much, we risk diluting our advantage, allowing our competitors to anticipate our moves. Yet by sharing too little, we may miss out on valuable insights that could refine our strategy and propel us forward. The key, therefore, lies in discerning the right moments to open the curtain slightly, allowing glimpses into our plans while keeping the core of our strategy shielded until the time is right. This dance of discretion and transparency is not just about protecting our competitive edge. It's about fostering an environment where creativity, innovation, and trust can flourish. It's about building relationships where mutual respect for each other's boundaries is paramount, and where the sharing of knowledge is balanced with the preservation of individual and collective aspirations. Cultivate the art of discretion in our interactions, our decisions, and our revelations. Let us recognize that in the tapestry of our achievements, the threads of what we choose to share and what we choose to keep hidden are interwoven to create a stronger, more resilient fabric. It's in understanding this balance that we find not only the pathway to our personal and professional growth, but also the means to navigate the complexities of our relationships with integrity and wisdom. Let this understanding of balance be our guide. We approach every decision, every revelation, with the understanding it deserves, knowing that the art of balancing transparency and privacy is the key to unlocking our full potential. This, in turn, sets the stage for the next phase of our journey, where insights from our wise collaboration led to greater breakthroughs and deeper, more meaningful connections. In our exploration of the virtues of silence and strategic discretion on the path to success, we now turn our attention to real-life narratives, case studies of individuals whose journeys embody the profound impact of moving quietly, with focus and determination towards their ambitions. These stories, each unique in its context, collectively illustrate the timeless lesson. Sometimes the most powerful strides are those taken in the shadows, only revealed to the world when the time is ripe. One such story is of a visionary in the tech industry, a figure who, in the early days of the digital revolution, recognized the potential for a groundbreaking product. While the world buzzed with the latest trends and gadgets, this visionary chose a different path. Instead of joining the clamor, they retreated into the quiet of their work, dedicating countless hours to development, refinement, and the meticulous crafting of their innovation. To the outside world, their silence might have seemed like inactivity or, worse, irrelevance. But beneath the surface, a revolution was taking shape. When the product was finally unveiled, it redefined the industry, setting a new standard for excellence and innovation. The impact of the reveal was magnified by the contrast to their previous silence. Here was a lesson in the power of patience and the strategic withholding of one's moves until the moment of maximum impact. This individual's journey underscored the importance of focusing on substance over noise, of building value before seeking validation. Another tale comes from the realm of literature, where a budding author toiled in obscurity, weaving together the threads of a narrative that challenged the conventions of their time. Amidst a literary landscape crowded with voices clamoring for attention, this author chose to remain silent about their work, sharing it with only a trusted few for feedback. This period of quiet development allowed them to hone their voice, to delve deeply into the complexities of their characters and themes without the pressure of external expectations. When their manuscript finally found its way into the world, it did so with a quiet confidence, quickly captivating readers and critics alike. The book's success was not just a triumph of talent, but of the author's belief in the value of solitude and reflection in the creative process. It served as a reminder that true artistry often flourishes away from the spotlight, emerging all the stronger for its time in the shadows. Our final example brings us to the world of social entrepreneurship, where a young innovator saw an opportunity to make a difference in a community plagued by a long-standing issue. While many talked about the problem, hosting conferences and public forums, this individual opted for a different approach. They quietly built a coalition of like-minded individuals and organizations, painstakingly developing a solution that addressed the root causes of the issue. The reveal of their initiative was met with widespread acclaim, not just for its effectiveness, but for the approach that had led to its development. Here was a powerful demonstration of the impact that can be achieved when action takes precedence over announcement, when the desire to make a difference overrides the desire for personal recognition. These case studies, each a testament to the virtue of strategic silence and focus, illuminate a common truth: that the journey toward achieving our dreams is often most effective when undertaken with discretion. They teach us that in a world where noise often drowns out substance, there is immense power in silence, in the quiet dedication to one's goals and the strategic unveiling of one's achievements. Inspired by these stories, let us remember that the most significant strides are often made out of the spotlight, in the dedication and hard work that goes unseen until the moment of reveal. Let these narratives guide us, offering both inspiration and caution as we navigate our own paths to success. In the balance of transparency and secrecy, in the careful timing of our reveals, lies a strategic advantage that can elevate our achievements to new heights. We've come to understand the intrinsic value of moving with intention and discretion. The art of keeping our cards close to our chest, of nurturing our plans in privacy until the moment is ripe for their unveiling, is a discipline that serves us well in both our personal and professional endeavors. Today, let's explore practical steps to integrate this principle into our daily lives, ensuring that when we do choose to reveal our hand, it's with the impact and timing that best serves our goals. The first step in applying this principle is to cultivate a mindset of strategic patience. In a world that often rewards the loudest voice in the room, choosing to move quietly requires a deep sense of self-assurance. This begins with setting clear, personal goals that are aligned with our deepest values and aspirations. By grounding our actions in these personal truths, we strengthen our resolve to pursue our objectives on our own terms, resistant to the pull of external validation. Once our goals are set, the next step is to embrace the planning process as a private sanctuary of sorts. This is where the blueprint of our dreams takes shape, away from the prying eyes of doubt or the well-intentioned but potentially diluting influences of others. Here, in the quiet, we can experiment, iterate, and refine our plans without premature judgment. Utilizing tools and techniques that ensure privacy, such as encrypted digital journals or simply a locked diary, can safeguard this creative process, making it a bastion of personal innovation and foresight. However, complete isolation is neither practical nor beneficial. This is where the judicious building of a trusted circle comes into play, a select group of individuals whose wisdom, discretion, and support we value deeply. Sharing our plans with this inner circle should be an exercise in selective transparency, offering insights sufficient to garner feedback without revealing so much that our strategic advantage is compromised. The art here lies in discerning not just who to trust, but how much to share. And when, the timing of our reveal, whether to our inner circle or the world at large, is perhaps the most critical aspect of all. This decision should be informed by clear milestones within our plan, moments that we've identified as indicators of readiness. These milestones serve as beacons guiding our journey and signaling when the time is ripe to transition from planning to action, from secrecy to strategic revelation. Waiting for these moments requires discipline, a discipline born from the understanding that premature disclosure can dissipate the momentum we've worked so hard to build. In the practical application of keeping our plans close to our chest, technology offers both a boon and a bane. The digital age has made it easier than ever to share our thoughts with a global audience at the click of a button. Yet it is precisely this ease of sharing that we must guard against. Employing technology judiciously, leveraging it for research, planning, and the secure documentation of our goals, while resisting the urge to broadcast prematurely as we navigate the terrain between privacy and revelation. Let us remain ever mindful of the lessons gleaned from those who've tread this path before us. The success is born from the shadows, the victories forged in the quiet. Their stories remind us of the power inherent in choosing not just what we share, but how and when we share it. Integrating these principles into the fabric of our daily lives, let us do so with a sense of purpose and a commitment to the discipline they require. Let our actions speak with the clarity and conviction of one who knows not just where they're going, but the value of getting there with intention and discretion. In this way, we not only honor our own journey, but pave the way for those who follow, demonstrating by example the profound impact of strategic silence and the carefully timed reveal. We often find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of life's demands, the constant pressure to perform, and the incessant need for approval from those around us. Yet within this cacophony, there lies a profound strength and peace in the act of moving in silence, in the deliberate choice to work quietly towards our goals, shielded from the gaze of the world. This choice, this path less trodden, offers us not just a sanctuary from the noise, but a clarity and inner peace that can transform the very essence of our journey. Imagine for a moment the tranquility of a still pond, its surface undisturbed by the wind. This stillness, this clarity, allows us to see through to the depths below, unhindered by ripples or waves. Similarly, when we choose to move in silence, we create an environment within ourselves that is calm and clear, free from the disturbances of external opinions, expectations, and the relentless pursuit of validation. In this space, our minds can focus with laser precision on the tasks at hand, on the incremental steps that lead us towards our goals. This clarity brings with it an inner peace, a serenity that stems from knowing that our worth is not determined by the applause of the audience, but by the steadfastness of our efforts and the purity of our intentions. Moreover, this journey of quiet determination fosters a profound strength within us, a strength born of self-reliance and independence. In the shadows, away from the spotlight, we learn to rely on our own judgment, to trust in our abilities, and to draw confidence from our progress, however unseen it may be by the outside world. This self-reliance is liberating, for it frees us from the chains of external validation, allowing us to pursue our ambitions not for the accolades they might bring, but for the fulfillment they offer us personally. The psychological benefits of this approach are manifold. Without the constant need to showcase our every move, we find ourselves less distracted by the pursuit of approval, more focused on the intrinsic rewards of our work. This focus enhances our productivity, our creativity, and our problem-solving capabilities as our energy is directed towards constructive endeavors rather than dissipated in the quest for recognition. This path cultivates resilience as we learn to find motivation within ourselves to celebrate our own achievements, no matter how small, and to view setbacks not as failures, but as stepping stones on the path to success. This is not to say that the journey is without its challenges. The decision to move in silence, to eschew the validation and feedback of the world, requires courage and conviction. It asks that we trust in the value of our work, even when it goes unrecognized by others, that we believe in the vision we are striving to realize, even when it remains invisible to those around us. Yet it is precisely this trust, this belief in ourselves and our capabilities, that becomes our greatest asset, fueling our journey forward. As we embrace silence, value inner peace and clarity with this choice. Let us draw strength from our self-reliance, knowing that our success is determined not by the volume of our proclamation, but by the depth of our commitment. Remember that in the silence of our actions lies a power unparalleled, a power to change not just our lives, but the very fabric of our being. Let this power guide us, inspire us, and remind us that sometimes the loudest statement we can make is made not with words, but with the quiet tenacity of our spirit. As we draw back the curtain on our exploration of our quiet journey to success, take a moment to reflect on the deep insights we gained from our conversations. We have come across the importance of nurturing our ambitions in the silence of our determination, moving forward with unwavering focus, avoiding the distractions of premature definitions, and clamoring for immediate recognition. The real essence of achieving our goals is not in the fanfare that may accompany our milestones, but in the richness of the process. It's the quiet steps we take, the quiet persistence, and the resilience we develop along the way that lay the foundation for lasting success. Approach. This determination to move quietly toward our goals illustrates a fundamental truth, that the most impactful achievements are often hidden from the public eye, the dedication to our craft and our deepest desires. In acquisition, cherish the process, the silent journey with its challenges and successes, for it is here in the fruits of our efforts that we truly discover our potential. Let the motivation to move forward with strategic silence act as a beacon guiding us toward long-term success, reminding us that the ultimate reward lies not in clapping at the end of the journey, but in the knowledge that we have been faithful, with direction, focus, and an unwavering commitment to our vision. Inspired by the lessons of strategic silence, embrace the power it holds to transform our aspirations into reality. Let this understanding light our path, reminding us that the silence of our actions has the power to achieve greatness, to reach heights never before imagined, and to leave a mark that will last forever, although produced in silence, resonates through the ages.